cleaned up. It'll be interesting to see what kind of, like, he's undoubtedly and unquestionably, you know, so tough going in there. He's taken some incredible punishment. But he still needs to do something a little bit more offensively. Yes, we're giving him plaudits for how tough he is, but he's down 2 rounds.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He needs to go out there and throw that badly installed kitchen tap, which is part of the kitchen sink, at Ulrich. He needs the finish if he wants to win this fight. It's as simple as that.
And I mean, he's shown signs of. I wouldn't mind seeing a high kick as well from Ulrich, because I do feel like that opening is there. Oh, he goes to a body instead. Swing and a miss with that kick there from Bourgeois.
Even a pop knee when Bourgeois is coming forward like that with the head down.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, using that length would definitely do Ulrich well.
And Sebastian, if you and I can see the opening for that sitting from our broadcast position, you can bet that the corner of Ulrich can see that too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they've been screaming it at him. Oh, but he's really letting that damage pile up on his opponent now.
Popped a few knees in the clinch there.
Oh, he got struck there, though. Bourgeois connecting with a left hook.
He needs to remain cognizant of his defense as well. There is a little trope that some fighters fall into when they land all these shots, when they're kind of controlling the flow. They forget that they can be hit. Oh! La Brute with brute force and determination there, but Bourgeois trying to get in on this takedown. Split base from Ulrich.
Oh, nice job there by Ulrich. He's got his left hand on the inside. Yep. Might hit the switch.
Trying to do so. Here it comes. Has wrist control too. Stuffing the head down. He could end up taking the back here if he's quick enough.
Yeah, he could actually spin around the... I mean, honestly, there's openings on both directions.
If he can connect his hands together and rip that leg up, he can hit the switch.
Yep.
But it's the hand that's keeping him safe right now. Beautiful work from Ulrich to disengage. Stiff jab.
It's like that jab of Ulrich is heat-seeking the way that it's connecting.
It's pinpoint, isn't it? Again, the scope there for that uppercut is...
Oh, another spinning back kick to the breadbasket there from Ulrich. Oh, it goes high.
Coming up to the final minute of the round. Spin and a miss from Bourgeois.
Less than a minute left of the first round of this welterweight contest.
Again, I'd like to see Ulrich disengage. He has 45 seconds to keep point scoring, to land those shots. Like you say, the jab has been pinpoint for him. Bourgeois doing everything he can to try and smother the work of Ulrich.
And Ulrich said heading into his fight, I'm not stressed, I was programmed for this, and it certainly looks like it right now.
It very much feels that Ulrich is picking up where he left off in the amateur game. Dominant as ever, progressing to the professional ranks.
Would you look at that? It was Bourgeois throwing the uppercut. Punching his way into those striking exchanges is Ulrich.
You can see what Bourgeois is trying to do a little bit too late in the round. He's trying to roll underneath and land that big shot coming up over the top.
Yeah.
Now, this is an interesting little dynamic and a little interesting facet of fighting. Bourgeois has absorbed a lot of damage. That's going to deplete his cardio. However, could Ulrich potentially be in trouble of punching himself out? He's throwing lots and lots of shots there, and that, people don't necessarily realize how much that takes out of the fighter that's trying to end the fight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially when it is your pro debut as well, under these bright lights of Hexagone as well. I'm sure there's a little extra sense of adrenaline. As we saw there, that was probably the best punch that Bourgeois connected with. It was that left hook that found the chin of his opponent.
Going into the second round, if I'm in the corner of Bourgeois, I'm going to tell him that he cannot afford to stand in front of Ulrich, nor can he afford to be pushed back. Because as we have said on countless occasions in mixed martial arts, there's only so far you can go back until your back is against the cage and you're leaving yourself vulnerable to a takedown.
Absolutely. And quick wipe down on Bourgeois there from the referee. Let's see how much Ulrich has left in the tank.
And if you're in the corner of Ulrich, you're just going to say, keep doing what you're doing, but be mindful of your defense as well. Last thing you want to do is dominate a fight and then get hit with a shot that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the kind of losses that'll keep you up at night. Ulrich definitely picking up where he left off, but I feel like Bourgeois is managing the distance much better this time around.
It's when you see them up close, beautiful sprawl. Watch out for the potential guillotine here. Lets it go. You can see what Bourgeois is trying to do. He's trying to find his entry and trying to mix it up with levels to the body and head, but that distance is just proving the difference maker so far in this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to be in that phone booth distance. He doesn't want to be a kicking distance with a taller, bigger fighter.
The hips right there to pop. There's a misconception that you need to flare the hips backwards to sprawl, but if you can meet your opponent by popping the hips in and essentially be the brick wall that they crash into, you're going to stop the takedown as well.
Oh, yeah. Much like Shakira, those hips didn't lie.
Takedown potential from Ulrich here. You wonder what Bourgeois has left in the tank as well, because he's eating some big, big shots. But much to his credit, he's still firing back.
I mean, he's got that dog in him, that's for sure.
Oh, eats a big elbow right down the center.
That being said, though, this is kind of where I feel like Bourgeois might get some of his best offense off, but when it is a little dirty. Oh, it looks like
referee, you wait for a natural break in the action.
Yeah.
You don't stop a fight when a fighter's throwing to put a gum shit back in. Come on, that's amateur.
Clash of shins there. Looked like Bourgeois might have connected, but he's eating heavy shots now.
This could be the beginning of the end. Oh, but he gets caught with a shot of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a firefight.
Ulrich is all over him right now. On him like bees on honey. But this ain't sweet. Oh, wow, look at that.
Almost disdainfully throws him to the ground. And if he can keep up, he doesn't need to throw 100%. It could be like one of the Diaz brothers. 60% accumulation of damage will end the fight.
Absolutely. I would love to see him throw some knees in this position as well. Use that length, use that reach. That would also drop the guard of his opponent, opening for more potential for head strikes.
A crimson mask being worn right now by Bourgeois. Much to his credit, he's still throwing shots.
I mean, he may be down, but he's not out. Not yet, anyway.
Could someone please tell Ulrich that there is a particular strike in mixed martial arts called the uppercut? Big man is just loving these hook shots and these straight shots.
And another break in the action here. I'm assuming that the cage side physician is going to be brought in to look at the cuts on Bourgeois.
In my opinion, that's a little bit premature.
Yeah, I feel so too. He's bloody for sure.
But that's not a cut that's going to be an impediment to the fight. That's going to be an impediment to the breathing. But yeah, you're not talking about something that's going to obstruct the vision.
Also, this puts a halt in the momentum that Ulrich was riding. And it also gives Bourgeois a breather.
Referee also doing a terrible job of keeping Ulrich in the neutral corner. But hey, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, right.
That's what my Tinder bio says. But like Sebastian, you made a great point that this halts them. It not only gives Bourgeois a little bit of a reprieve, but it also halts the momentum of Ulrich. He could have been on his way to finishing the fight.
Yeah, and this might even serve to sort of cause him to cool down a little bit.
And all that break in the action did to bring the doctor in. It just cleaned up the face a little bit. It was purely aesthetic. It didn't serve any real purpose to the cadence and flow of the fight.
Bourgeois fighting better now, too.
Oh, throwing some nice strikes now. Renewed impetus by Ulrich. He's just covering up now. He's not really offering anything.
More heavy shots thrown there by Ulrich. It seems like just a question of time. A minute and a half left in our middle round.
You wonder then, if Bourgeois becomes bloodied up like he was, does the referee then stop it again?
Yeah, that was a strange referee intervention there for sure.
Ulrich can separate here and just again leave Bourgeois at the end of these shots. Each time you think that Bourgeois is 1 or 2 shots away from being finished, he rolls and throws something of his own. Like you say, the man is a dog. Final minute of the second round.
And he's just leaking blood all over Ulrich right now.
He is leaking like a badly installed kitchen tap.
And I do wonder if perhaps Ulrich is starting to feel a little bit of fatigue.
30 seconds. Like you said, would like to see him separate and throw strikes. Because again, because of the blood stemming from the nose, that's going to be an impediment to the breathing of Bourgeois. He's going to have to breathe through his mouth, which then means he's breathing heavier. It also means that his jaw's a little bit looser, a little bit slack, because he can't bite down on the mouthpiece. Second round in the books. What a war we are being treated to here at Hexagone 13, Sebastian.
Oh, absolutely. They're wearing this coat of blood with pride, both of them. A testament to 2 rounds of fantastic MMA action.
If you're Ulrich, you're going to be thinking to yourself, what do I need to do to put this guy away?
And then Philip Campbell would say, throw the uppercut.
Hey, it's a great shot. Bourgeois getting cleaned up. It'll be interesting to see what kind of, like, he's undoubtedly and unquestionably, you know, so tough going in there. He's taken some incredible punishment. But he still needs to do something a little bit more offensively. Yes, we're giving him plaudits for how tough he is, but he's down 2 rounds.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He needs to go out there and throw that badly installed kitchen tap, which is part of the kitchen sink, at Ulrich. He needs to finish if he wants to win this fight. It's as simple as that.
And I mean, he's shown signs of what he needs to do. Like you mentioned, Phil, he's starting to sort of try and get inside the inside, duck under punches, come with a counter of his own, but he needs to do just a little bit more, and he can't get stuck at the end of these flurries either. I mean, even if he's not getting put down by them, he sure isn't winning the fight.
Yeah, absorbing 4 or 5 shots and trying to throw your own. That's not an effective game plan.
The Homer Simpson defense usually doesn't work.
He needs to implement a little bit of lateral movement here instead of backing up to the cage. Again, trying to roll his way into a big shot over the top, but it's a stiff jab.
That was a great jab there from Ulrich.
Seems like he's just trying to set up that straight right down the middle. Nice head movement from Bourgeois. Could have done with that in rounds 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that jab is masterful. Just pops it out.
It's almost like Ulrich can't miss with that jab.
And what he's doing is he's timing it so beautifully just as Bourgeois is coming in, takes that half step inside, the momentum of moving forward and the momentum of the shot. Beautiful.
Another great sprawl there. And again, he let him up a little bit too easily there. There was the opportunity to take the back. There was the opportunity to throw a kick just as he was back to his feet. There are a couple openings that Ulrich hasn't necessarily utilized.
Oh, beautiful shot there from Bourgeois, though. Found an opening. That nose, I think, is broke. I don't think you would need to be a doctor to quantify that.
Oh, absolutely. It is crooked like my French accent.
Seems to be the only real effective shot for Bourgeois is, oh, he got wobbled! Are we looking at the beginning of the end, Sebastian?
I mean, we've thought so several times. Spinning back kick connects slightly there from Ulrich.
Good patience being shown here by Ulrich. Oh, big knee right up the middle.
Finally, we're seeing some of those knees utilizing that height advantage.
Do you know what you could do with throwing, Sebastian?
An uppercut?
How did you know?
Oh, big winging shots there and a very labored takedown attempt. Easily defended there by Ulrich.
Perfect choice of vocabulary there. Everything that Bourgeois is throwing now is coming just that little bit slower, that little bit more labored. And very much like in our previous fight, you get the feeling that if Ulrich is to put the foot on the gas ever so slightly, he could be on his way to a finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he connected with a nice right hand there. Stopped Bourgeois in his tracks.
Jumping knee just misses the chin.
Oh, another beautiful jab there.
You would love to see the metrics and the statistics on the numbers on this fight, just to see how many pinpoint jabs were landed by Ulrich. Does have 6 wins by way of KO or TKO as an amateur. Even just the way he slides out of range there when Bourgeois is trying to throw the big shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's showing why he is so hyped up, why he is so highly ranked on the French and European scene.
And if you notice, Bourgeois keeps rolling the head out to his right side. As he's doing that, there it is to the right side, and it's very, very low. If Ulrich is to time a head kick, and he connects with that, that could be game over. He starts on the inside and rolls outside every time. See, there it is again.
Yeah, clear tell, definitely. Oh, nice fly.
Oh, huge knee. Funnily enough, if you were going to stop the fight to check cuts, now would be the time to do it because of the cut over the eye.
Yes.
The referee going.
I mean, this looks like a horror movie right now.
Referee going full Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. Oh, this could be the beginning of the end.
This might be it. Another one of those flurries might just be enough.
And he's still trying to find that home run hit. Big, big sprawl. And as much as he's taken a beating in this third round, could it be quantified as a moral victory if Bourgeois gets to the end?
I mean, sure, yeah. That moral victory won't go on your record, though.
Big, heavy sprawl from Ulrich.
Yeah, easily defended, very telegraphed. But again, I feel like Ulrich is letting him off too easily from these positions. He could utilize a position and deal much more damage.
Yeah, there's definite blood in the eye here, Bourgeois. Eating big shots. Oh, that has to be it. That's it. Oh, whoa! The icing on the cake for the most decorated amateur in the history of French MMA, who now moves to 1-0 as a pro. Sebastian, how impressed are you with that man?
I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm probably at a 12 right now. That was one-way traffic, and Ulrich was in the driver's seat. And Bourgeois still down from that knee.
With 10 seconds left in the round, the composure shown by Ulrich, the patience to know that if he just kept doing what he was doing, didn't take any silly, unnecessary chances, keep doing what you're doing, and you will find the finish. And that big knee was lights out. And again, you have to give him credit because it wasn't just the knee that finished the fight. It was the accumulation of the shots, of the damage. It was all money in the bank for Ulrich.
Oh, that was a brutal knee that ended the fight. Such great timing, too. Just as Bourgeois was dipping to the side. Let's take another look at it from this angle. Boom!
That is, as we say back home, an absolute belter of a shot. Great to see Bourgeois on his feet.
And you could, I mean, we really got to see a little bit of everything here from Ulrich. I mean, obviously the stand-up was completely in his favor, but also great takedown defense. He paced himself very well. He found his distance, and he was even able to have a lot of success in a distance that wasn't even that advantageous for him.
If you're going to make a professional debut, you don't just want to get that first round easy submission, that first round easy KO. To block that amount of time and to get that amount of cage time, experience, different looks in the scope of your first professional fight, that will pay dividends moving forward for Theo Ulrich. There we go, seeing some of his handiwork. Bourgeois offering very, very little in the way of offense. Eats that big knee and
a thing of brutal beauty for sure. And I mean, a great late birthday present for Theo Ulrich. His birthday was January 14th. I can imagine he didn't get his cake then, but he got it now. What a performance from the hottest prospect in France.
Very much proving that the hype is real with this young man. And
well, I mean, he trains 3 times a day. He said all that work has to pay off. It sure did.
Dude, I don't train 3 times a week.
Yeah.
That's incredible. If he can continue on this upward trajectory, we may have just unearthed a new star in Theo Ulrich. Such a polished performance for a young man making his professional debut, showing that he is indeed the embodiment, the personification of that new breed of well-rounded mixed martial artist.
I mean, he works as a maintenance technician, and a technician is exactly what he was in here. Just so well-paced, put together his shots and combinations beautifully. Is there room for improvement? Sure, absolutely, like any 22-year-old should have. But really, I mean, we are probably seeing the start of great things now.
Le vainqueur de ce match par KO dans le coin rouge, Ulrich. Hey! 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 Hey!
Oh, je me présente Molotov.
Hey!
Undercover.
Hey!
Le micro chauve.
Hey!
Moi Mr. Over.
Hey!
Moi je nova.
Hey!
Je nova.
Hey!
Sur un son qui groove.
Hey!
C'est un tour.
Hey!
Pourquoi tu l'ouvres?
Hey!
Moi qui te prouve.
Hey!
Carrière je crève.
Hey!
Mon cover.
Hey!
Vas-y tu couvres.
Hey!
Moi quand je suis un pauvre.
Hey!
Mon flow dans ta cover.
Hey!
Ça les achève.
Hey!
Le son m'achève.
Hey!
Je te mon cheveu. Ici pas de philosophe.
Hey!
Ça rêve pas trop de œuvres.
Hey!
Vas-y j'ouvre.
Hey!
Ça rêve de ton l'ouvre.
Hey!
Je l'ouvre.
On est avec Theo Ulrich. Theo, premier combat professionnel, une guerre incroyable, un premier finish. Déjà, j'ai envie de refaire des applaudissements pour cette guerre exceptionnelle que vous avez livrée. Et tes débuts professionnels à la maison, c'est simple. Comment tu te sens?
Alors franchement, je me sens super bien. Premier combat pro au Zénith, je pouvais pas demander de mieux. Un public de fou. Voilà. Donc je voudrais tout d'abord remercier mon coach Gaëtan RTL, qui est un très grand homme ici. Dire merci à toute la House School Academy, à tous mes sparring partenaires. Et aussi un grand merci. Ousley, Mevi, merci beaucoup. L'email fort.
C'est quoi la suite pour toi? Est-ce qu'on te reverra bientôt dans la cage de l'Hexagone?
Ah oui, c'est sûr et certain ça.
Et il y avait quelque chose qui est resté en suspens sur ton dernier combat amateur, un affrontement potentiel avec Patrick Abiroa qui est aussi passé pro. Est-ce que c'est quelque chose qui peut t'intéresser?
Bah franchement, moi ouais, ça m'intéresse encore de ouf. Et je suis prêt aussi pour une grosse guerre, comme d'hab. Ça marche.
Le Zénith, faites du bruit s'il vous plaît pour Theo Ulrich et une guerre, ça se fait à deux. Du bruit pour Rémi Bourgois aussi.
Living up to the hype and then some for the 22-year-old Theo Ulrich. Also living up to that